Hello and welcome to the Wrestling Group. I'm your host for today's video, Matt, and today we are going to be looking at NXT versus TNA Showdown. So just before we get into it, remember to like this video, comment below on anything, and subscribe to be notified when we upload more. So we have NXT versus TNA Showdown, which was originally meant to be Invasion, but due to some different reasons, maybe that they've changed the name. Uh, there's different rumors, but who really knows the real one? But let's move on with it. So we have a lot of debate with the NXT and TNA partnership currently. A lot like there's NXT people have won 3 TNA titles, and TNA have not won any at the moment. And in this event, like this special episode of NXT, they could possibly win 2 titles. Which is about time, to be fair, because I feel like WWE have had the higher end in this partnership. They've had more of the TNA main like superstars over, and they've also talked to them as well, like Jordan Grace and Joe Hendry are mostly basically, well, Jordan Grace is obviously signed, but Joe Hendry's status at the moment, no one really knows properly, but he's looks like he's gonna be a full time WWE guy now, um, and hopefully, I think maybe TNA might win this whole thing. Well, not every match, but I think they'll get the higher end of it, which will be a good payoff. Especially since, as I say, NXT have had the better end of it so far. So this would be a great well, there you go. Take this, have this win. Um, because I don't think it's gonna happen when they come to the main roster. I think WWE are gonna be like, well, you can have NXT, but when it comes to Raw and SmackDown, we're gonna win. But we're gonna jump straight into it, and we'll start off with the North American Championship match. So we have Ethan Page versus Mustafa Ali for the NXT North American Championship. So obviously Mustafa used to be a WWE guy, left, and then became really big, as what most people do most of the time when they leave WWE. They leave and then get a good persona and run with it, and they get really big. Um, Good on them. Well, I don't say every person because not every person does it, but there is a good chunk of guys that when they leave, they show what they can really do. And Mustafa was one of those guys. I mean, he was over quite a bunch of times anyway in WWE, but he just never ran with him. Um, but he went on an undefeated streak after going away from WWE. He won the TNA X Division Championship, if I'm correct, and had that for a while. And then we've got Ethan Page, obviously my guy, one of the best I think in NXT. And I'm not upset about this match. I think this match is going to be good. You got 2 really good guys there in the ring. And obviously it's for the NXT North American Championship. I wish they changed the strap back to the normal one because I hate the Canadian strap. That's the only thing that is bad about Ethan Page's run with the title is the bloody strap. But he should have I wish they had just changed the whole title instead to something else, because then at least it wouldn't be affiliated with that title. And it'd be I don't know, like a Canadian championship or something. Make that. That's what he should have made. Um, I think Ethan Page will retain his title. I don't think they're gonna give them the North American title. Um, so yeah, I think Ethan Page will be. I think maybe Ethan Page might be the only one of the people that will win this special episode. Um, so yeah, so I have Ethan Page for this, and then next we'll move on. We have the Hardys, Matt and Jeff Hardy, versus Dark State. Um, Dion Lennox and Osiris Griffin. I think they're the people that are facing them. And it's a winner-take-all match, so it's the TNA World Tag Team Championships and the NXT Tag Team Championships, and everyone is banned from ringside, so it's just these four men, and that is it. I feel like this match could have had maybe like another stipulation, maybe like a no DQ or something. Just I feel like that's what this event's lacking a little bit. And I'd change some of the wrestlers around, but we'll talk about them when it comes to the multi-man Survivor Series type style matches. So I think the Hardys are going to take the titles from Dark State because, for one, I'm fucking not a fan of Dark State. I think they're horrible. They're horrible. I think they're just a bad team, bad booking, bad team. I just don't think they're great. I don't think any of the wrestlers are really good either, to be honest. In the but maybe they might be better as solo stars. Who knows? But yeah, Hardys I think will take these titles, and that will be the first title that TNA get of the NXT roster. Obviously, I feel like the Hardys probably might retire next year. And it's the only tag team championship that the Hardys have not won in WWE. And why not give it to the Hardys? Do it. Let them have the NXT tag team titles, and then have a NXT team take them later on in the year, maybe, or maybe just after. Maybe the pay-per-view before the Royal Rumble. But yeah, Hardys for the win. Right, we will move on next. We have Team NXT Women's Survivor Series match. So we have JC Jane versus and Jada Parker, Sol Ruka, and Lola Vice versus Team TNA. Kalani Jordan, which makes no sense to me. Jessie McKay, Cassie Lee, and Maria. I don't know what that's. Is that Maria or Mara? Mara Sadie. Anyway, we're gonna move on from that. I don't know who that is. So I would not have Kalani Jordan. He came down on Tuesday's NXT and said that I will not have Trick Williams as my captain. Santino said this. Sorry, as I don't trust him. But he said he'll have Kalani Jordan. I feel like you shouldn't really trust her either, because let's be honest, I feel like she's going to screw them over. She's an NXT superstar at the end of the day. She's signed by WWE, so yeah. I don't feel like you should trust her, if anything. But I'm not really that much familiar with the TNA Knockouts roster, but I feel like there was probably more options than Kalani Jordan to throw in there. And also the NXT team, I would change Lola Vice. I'd change her to Zarya, 100%. Like, why not have the tag team? Sol Ruka and Zarya, they're a tag team. And you Zarya, she's a fucking beast. Like, come on, it's not hard. JC Jane, yeah, fair enough, because she's the women's champ. That's fine. I'm not against that. Jada Parker, yeah, she's a big person in NXT, so yeah, fair enough. Sol Ruka, yeah, I enjoy Sol Ruka, so that's fine with me too. But Lola Vice, not that she's bad, I change it to Zarya. Like, Zarya's just better. And then we have Team NXT Men's Survivor Series. So we have Ricky Saints, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, and Miles Bourne. So I don't agree with this. Yeah, you got to have Ricky Saints because he's the world champ, but and Trick Williams, yeah, fair enough. That's fine. I'll take that too. But I'd change Javon Evans and Miles Bourne. I would change Javon Evans to Obafemi, and I'd change Miles Bourne to I would say Ethan Page, but he's already in the match, obviously earlier on. But if you're gonna do anything, like, why not put Joe Hendry in it? Like, if he's gonna be coming over and he's quite big, yeah, throw him in there. I'm not personally a big Joe Hendry fan. Like, I mean, he's fine. Like, I like his character, but his in ring work, I'm just not a big fan of. Um, but even if you don't have Joe Hendry, there's plenty of other people there you could have had. Excuse me. Um, like you could have easily had, or like I'd have Wesley, or maybe Sean Spears. Like I feel like they're much better people to have in there instead. Um, but 100% over for me. He was just like one of the longest reigning NXT champions. Like, and he's a beast. Why wouldn't you want him? Um, but yeah. Oh, actually, do you know what? I didn't even give you my prediction who would win the women's Survivor Series. I've just realised that. So I think Team NXT are gonna win that one. And then I think Team TNA are gonna win the. Oh, I haven't even told you the Team TNA guys yet. Sorry. So we have Mike Santana, Frankie Kazarian, Moose, and Leon Slater. I would change Leon Slater for Matt Cardona, 100%. Why wouldn't you have the complete one in this match? Honestly, why? Like he's gonna be the probably the one that get the biggest pop and everything as well. Um, but I feel like maybe they might be saving it as maybe Matt might screw over TNA and like maybe go back to NXT. Maybe I don't know. But no, I'm sticking. I'm gonna say Team TNA win that match. Actually, then that's gonna draw, isn't it? Because hmm, maybe the women's might win. TNA women's might win that match too. Maybe. I mean, I can see that. Don't see why not. Hmm. It's a hard one. There's loads of controversy behind it all. Like loads of people could just screw each other over. Like, but I'm just fan theorying here. um, but yeah, right. I'm gonna go with Team TNA. So for both of them. So I'm changing the women's to TNA and changing the men's to TNA. So TNA are gonna win 3-1. I feel like. I think yeah. That's my prediction. Right guys, that is my video. Sorry there's a lot of back and forth with it. But whether or not, I hope you enjoy it. And remember to like this video, comment below, and subscribe to be notified when we upload more. Thanks for watching, guys.